I'm learning when life is very hectic, man, that's the best time to be as still as possible. When I say still, I'm talking about living in the present moment and trying your hardest to be here and not trying to be too much in your thoughts into the future, too much in your thoughts into the past, or something that, you know what I'm saying, already happened or something that didn't even happen yet. That's the only way I feel like you're gonna be able to control what's going on. I've been realizing that's been probably one of the hardest things that one of the hardest realizations that I had to realize was that I have to be still, and I can't try to go and just figure it out when I don't know what's really going on with me. Sometimes you have to sit with yourself and just live in this present moment and just be still, so you can understand what you're going through. Understand your thoughts, hear your thoughts out a little bit. It's not easy. Like, I'm realizing it's not easy. It's one of those things where, you know, you have to really try your hardest to hold yourself down and not buy into the, you know what I'm saying, buy into your own thoughts. Like, sometimes your thoughts can be very negative. Sometimes your thoughts can really mess with you, and it doesn't allow you to be able to see clear. When I feel like, you know what I'm saying, you're in one of the best positions when you're sitting still, because you're able to hear your thoughts. You're able to control yourself. That's the only thing you control. That's the only thing you can control. The only thing I feel like you can control is the present moment. That's it. You can't control the future. We can't control the past. You know, I'm just, you know, speaking off, you know, experience in my life. I'm gonna put my watch on. You have to be as still as possible. But like I said, I'm speaking from experience. So in my past, I've been through dog shit. I feel like I've been through so much, you know what I'm saying? I was able to change my whole life around in 4 months of me finally cutting off weed. I stopped smoking, I stopped drinking, I stopped going out to parties and all that extra stuff. I just focused on myself for 4 months and I sat still. And it was over the summertime, so you know, I was out Baltimore where I used to go. I was going to Morgan State, but I was able to sit still with myself because, you know, nobody's back here. You know, summertime, everybody back home. So it was just me. I didn't have guidance or the motivation to be able to try to get myself out of the position I was in, so I just had to sit still as possible. That's probably one of the hardest things to do. When everybody's going out, when everybody's partying, when everybody's lit, you know what I'm saying, everybody doing their own little thing, and you don't have your life fully together, so you have to literally sacrifice some time to just sit by yourself to write down, like, okay, this is what I need, this is what I want to do, and we have to try to make this shit work. But I feel like when you have a lot of different distractions, which is for me, and this is for me, my distractions was weed, my distractions was parties, my distractions was girls, and when I had all those, you know what I'm saying, different distractions distracting me at once, and I still wasn't fully controlling my present moment as I feel like I could have. Like, I wasn't controlling the moment. I was living too much into the future, because I'm thinking like, oh my god, how do I get out of this position, how do I do it? And it's like, sometimes you have to just put one foot in front of the other. That's all you gotta do. And as cliche as that sound, it's the truth. That's what got me to this position now. What, I don't know, it's been like 6-7 months later, and yeah, I did go back to smoking, but now, you know, it's Ramadan and stuff like that now, so I've quit smoking. That was last year what I was talking about. That all happened last year, and you know, I accomplished so much in those 4 months when I stopped smoking, and I was able to, you know what I'm saying, like I said, sit in this present moment and realize what I had to do for change. And my biggest thing was, what do I got to do? I need money, so I had to get a job. I had to, you know what I'm saying, do the different things, and a lot of different things I didn't want to do, that I felt like I didn't want to do in that moment, but it got me to this position where I'm at now, where, you know what I'm saying, life is a lot better. You know, I'm not confused no more, and I don't look too far into the future no more. I don't look too far into the past at all. Like, I really don't look into the past for unless I'm talking about it for some motivation. It helps to just be calm, because in times where you don't understand nothing, your thoughts is running at 1,000 miles per hour. So in my opinion, I just had to chill out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just had to sit there, and I wrote down so much. I wrote down all the goals. I wrote down everything that I wanted, everything. And I was able to damn near check off every single check box that I wrote down. Literally all my goals, I was able to check all them bitches off in the 4 months. And off the strength that I didn't think too far ahead, and I didn't think too far in the past. I just, like I said, put one foot in front of the other. I said I needed to get a job, so that was the one thing I did. I had to get that job. I had to work that job. Was it something that I wanted to do at the time? No. But then another opportunity happened right after that, and I got a better paying job. Then, you know what I'm saying, working on my content and everything start flowing a lot of things start. I got money now, you know what I'm saying? My biggest thing, I needed a car. I was trying to save for a car. I was able to get myself a car. And in that 4 months, in that time period of me not smoking, in that time period of me just trying to live in this present moment. And the only thing that you can control is the present moment. That's it. I'm just, you know, coming here to tell y'all, be still. It's okay. When life is hectic, when life is throwing so many different jabs at you, sometimes you just gotta call on yourself and just be like, you know what? Let me just get away from everybody right now. And I just need to sit by myself so I can be able to lock in on the certain things that I needed to lock in on. It's so hard to lock in on your goals and the things that you want when you're distracted by weed, when you're distracted by temporary substances to help you heal in that little moment. And then that's when you're not really healed for real. You're not fully healed. I don't know. That's just me though, you know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel about it. But like, stop running away. I feel like, you know, when you run away from all your problems, you're never going to be able to get out of that cycle that you in, and you're never going to be able to get to the position that you want to get in. Everybody has a dream, I'm pretty sure. Everybody got a dream. I got a huge dream. I want to be the biggest YouTuber out. I want to be so many different things, right? I feel like the only thing that I have to do, I have to face everything. I have to face every single up and down that comes with life. I have to. I can't run away from it just because I'm feeling sad right now. I'm feeling down right now. So I just like, I'm about to just roll up. You know what I'm saying? Ignore. I'm gonna keep pushing it off, keep pushing it off. And that's just, you're trying to live in the future right there, because you're just like, all right, I'm gonna do it later. I'm gonna do it later. I'm gonna do it later. And you're never really helping yourself. You're not really healing yourself. You're not making no real progress because you're pushing it off. Life is very serious, and I had to realize that at the age of 22, I can honestly say, like, life is very serious. It's not a game, and you can lose yourself in life thinking that life isn't serious. Thinking too far into the future. Like, sometimes you think too far into the future, like, I got these huge big goals, but you're not worried about the little tiny goals, those little tiny footsteps that can get you to that huge goal. My biggest thing was saving for a car. I didn't know how the fuck I was gonna save for a car. I didn't know how I was gonna get it, but I had to get the job. That was the first step. But before I even got the job, I had to apply. I applied to multiple different jobs, like, you see what I'm saying? And that was the first step. And they didn't hit me back for a good little minute. When they did, oh, I was ready. I had everything that I needed to, you know what I'm saying? I was ready, because that was my first step. After that, after I got the job, after I got the money, I'm like, damn, how do I save my money? I need to be able to save some money so I can be able to get this car. I saved. I stayed down. I made a budget. I tried my hardest to live under my means. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not try to live above my means, live under my means. You know what I'm saying? I had to eat a lot of ramen noodles. I had to do a lot of different things to save my money. Those little steps, those little things that you do is gonna get you to that big goal. And it got me to that car. So I'm just letting y'all know, like, live here, be in this present moment right now, and focus on this. This is the only thing you can control. You can't control the narrative outside of that. You can't, I promise you, bro. I promise you can't. And one thing about me, look, I don't know about y'all, but I talk to God a lot. And God helped me be able to push past every, like, you know what I'm saying? That's my dog. I come talk to my dog any given time, any given moment. Anytime I feel like I can't control nothing, I just like, look, God, just help me control this present moment right now. Just let me be able to focus on this one goal. Let me be able to complete this one thing. Sometimes I feel like you have a whole checklist, right? And you're looking at the checklist of all the different things that you need to accomplish, all the different things you need to do. And the checklist looks so long, but once you finally just make that choice to choose to do that one thing, then you got the ball rolling. Now you can make some type of progress. But until you be able to check off that one thing, check off that one goal, you're not gonna get nowhere. Because then you're gonna continue to keep procrastinating. You're gonna continue to keep pushing it off. And I'm trying to tell you right now, I've been there before. It don't get you nowhere when you continue to keep pushing it off. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm gonna do it, you know what I'm saying, next. I'm gonna do it next week. No, you gotta do it now. Like, I talked to so many of my friends about, you know what I'm saying, like, say if they wanna do content creation, say if they wanna do anything that has anything to do with what I wanna do, I tell them, yo, start now. One thing you got is a phone. You can research some shit. I didn't know nothing about credit. I didn't know nothing about, you know what I'm saying, debt for, I didn't know nothing about credit. I had to literally get on my motherfucking computer, search that shit up, start taking mad notes about that shit so I can understand what credit is at the age of 22. That don't, I ain't gonna lie, that shit don't mean nothing to me, but I'm just letting y'all know, like, so y'all can understand that you have to control the now, right here. You have to. You're not gonna get nowhere trying to, I'm gonna just push it off. or you getting too mad about, you know what I'm saying, the past, about shit that didn't happen because you ain't put the work in the present moment. So like I said, you have to be still. You have to be as calm as possible. One thing I do, I meditate like a motherfucker. I ain't gonna hold you. I meditate my ass off, y'all. I'm not gonna hold you. I might not look like a person that meditate, but oh, trust and believe I do. I have to sit still. My body has to sit still. That's the only thing that I can control. So every single day, you know what I'm saying, just take a deep breath, bro. Breathe. Like I said, anytime you feel like you can't do that whole checklist, you can't bust out that whole checklist, start with that one thing, check that bitch off, and pat yourself on the back after you do that shit. Because I promise you, like, that's you living in that present moment. That's you getting it done. There's times where I feel like people were worrying about the whole checklist and checking off everything, but I ain't gonna lie, if you continue to keep checking off one thing every single day, you gonna look up and next week everything is done. Promise you. I'm just letting y'all know, be still, be calm. That's what's going to get you to that goal. That's what's going to get you out of your fucked up ass position. I promise you. You have to be still. You have to listen to yourself. You have to talk to yourself. I think that's like one of the biggest things for me. I talk to myself like a motherfucker. I talk to people probably think I'm crazy. Like I literally have full-on conversations with me. That's the only person that, you know what I'm saying, get me. It's me. Life is too short. I'm trying to tell y'all. And I ain't gonna lie, life is too short for you to keep living in the future or living in the past. To make some real progress and to get out of your situation, bro, you have to live in the present moment. I feel like, in my opinion, where you hold all your power at is when you're still. You hold all that power. Like, you can be able to control any narrative of any one of your little situations, or whatever your situation that you're in right now, you can be able to control it as soon as you be able to sit still. You hold all your power when you're calm, when you're here, when you're present. It's a strong power too, because now all your energy is focusing on, okay, what can I do right now to get me out of this position? Like, what can I do? And then all those different thoughts start popping up into your head. Your creativity comes back and you're back in a good mood. You don't feel like life is happening to you. It's happening for you now, because now it's like, okay, cool. Like, all this shit, all these different things that I thought that was negative, when I sit still and I'm looking at all these different things, like I picture it like a cloud, right? Say like this, like you're sitting down and you're so still, right? Sitting there and just like thinking, pondering right quick, like you just pondering on your thoughts, right? And it's a big ass cloud that come up, you know what I'm saying? And all your thoughts start coming up. So now you're able to pick and choose which one you want to deal with right now. And that's where you're able to hold your power. So I feel like when you're able to sit your ass down, and it's like, when I tell y'all this, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, I meditate a lot. I really do. I meditate a lot because sometimes my mind be running at 1,000 miles per hour. And if you don't understand what meditation is when you're able to sit still in the present moment. That's all meditation is. That's all it is. And your thoughts will run. You will have thoughts and go all over the place, and people are like, oh my God, I'm not meditating because my thoughts, I'm thinking about this and that. No, when you're meditating, this is how you're able to meditate. You're able to meditate when, this is how you know you're meditating. You know you're meditating when them thoughts is passing by and you're able to snap out of it and focus on your breathing. That's the only thing that's real. You know what I'm saying? When them thoughts going flying past your head, when you're trying to meditate or you're just trying to sit still, when you're able to snap out of it and be still and focus on your breathing, or focus on something that's like, say if it's a fan going on in the background, you focus on that fan, that's the only thing that's present. That's in real time. That's in real time. So that's all I'm saying. You gotta focus on that. And I promise you're gonna see a lot more growth in your goals, a lot more growth in you as a person. I feel like when you're able to control yourself, that's like, you know what I'm saying, you're able to control yourself, you're able to control your thoughts, you're able to control this present moment. And that helps you out too. Like, being able to sit still, you're able to control your thoughts. So now I'm not a victim to my thoughts. I'm not a victim to the negative thoughts. And that's another thing. Like, them negative thoughts can really mess you up, and that's what you don't want. Like, you want all your thoughts to be positive. You see what I'm saying? And in order for you to get all your thoughts to be positive, because there are going to be a lot of negative thoughts, I promise you, bro. Like, and I ain't gonna hold you. You're gonna have some thoughts in your head like, bro, I don't know if I want to do this right now because I said I was gonna do this, and you know what I'm saying, I didn't want to do. Like, that's a negative thought. I feel like a positive thought is like, I got all this stuff that I need to be doing, but I'm about to focus on this one thing, and I'm about to get this shit done in this hour. That's a positive thought, because you can act on that thought. You can't act on a negative thought. You can't act on a thought that's in the future. You can't act on it right now. You can't act on the thought that's in the past. You can only act on the thought that's in the present moment. What can you do and what can you control right now? So I'm telling y'all this for a reason, because I don't want you to be a victim of your thoughts. I don't want your thoughts to control your body and control the narrative of your situation. I don't want that. That's not what I want. And I didn't want that for myself. And like I said, I was able to bring myself down to earth and sit still for 4 months to be able to get myself out of that situation. And now I'm here now. And I'm continuing to keep applying the same method. And I promise you, bro, it's like I'm manifesting everything for my life right now. Because when you're able to sit still, you're able to manifest everything that you want. Because now it's like saying an affirmation, saying it over and over and over and over again, right? Say like, money flows to me abundantly, money flows to me abundantly, money flows to me abundantly. If you continue to keep saying that in this present moment, when that money do come, you're like, oh, that's because I was literally manifesting. I kept saying it over and over and over again. Because it's the only thing you can control is in this present moment. If you can change all your thoughts to them positive thoughts, and say you can change all your thoughts to positive goals, things that you want to get, things that you want to achieve. If you're able to change your thoughts to that, bro, you can control the narrative, bro. You can control this world. You can control you can control this. That's why they say, like, bro, you're a dreamer, bro. But dreams without goals is just gonna be dreams. And goals without action is just gonna be goals. So I'm telling you this so you can, we breaking that cycle, yo. We breaking that cycle. We not dealing with the past. We not dealing with the future. We dealing with this present moment. That's what we dealing with. We focusing on this present moment. That's what we focusing on. And we not allowing our thoughts to get in. We dodging them, bitch. Moving it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we're getting older, y'all. And I know for a fact I'm getting older. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to continue to keep being a victim of my thoughts. I don't. I want to be able to sit with myself, understand why I feel this way, and put some action towards my, you know what I'm saying, that feeling. So now I can be able to accomplish different things and I can get out of that. So you can get out of your situation, I promise you. It's up to you. Like, it's really up to you. And I just told you exactly what to do. Sit with yourself. Sit down. Be calm, be as still as possible. I'm trying to tell y'all more, like, that's what helped me out. I know this all over the place. This is not like my ideal, I feel like, in my opinion, that's not my ideal videos that, you know what I'm saying, that I'd be doing all the time. But if you made it this far, I hope that you got something from it. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying my hardest to, you know, be as creative as possible, but also, you know, this for my niggas, bro. This for my niggas in the hood, real shit. I don't give a fuck what nobody else say about anything that I say. This for my niggas in the hood that's trying to figure some shit out. You know what I'm saying? I was in that position before. I ain't have nothing. I was dead. I was broke as fuck. Dead, down bad. God damn, I can't speak. Down bad on my dick. I was broke. You can ask anybody that was around me at that time last year. Last year, that was the brokest I ever been in my life. And I was able to change my whole situation by sitting still. And acting in the present moment, writing down my motherfucking checklist, checking off every single one of them boxes. Not all in one day, but shit, in 4 months I was able to check off all them boxes, and now we good. And now we got other goals, and we got other things that we trying to do now too. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, you can get yourself out of your situation. I promise you, bro. It's up to you though. It's up to you. This ain't for nobody else that's, you know what I'm saying, that don't want to listen, like that don't want to listen or don't want to hear no real shit. This for the niggas that really want to hear some shit. You know, help them out a little bit, cause we all been there before. And if nobody ain't gonna speak on it, I'ma speak on it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and we're gonna have a lot more talks like this. A lot more talks like this. So I hope y'all continue to keep watching. If you made it this far in the video, like I said again, I really fuck with you. I really do, because I'm putting a lot of time and effort into, you know what I'm saying, everything that I'm doing. I'm trying to be consistent in everything that I'm doing. As a man, as a brother, as a friend, I'm trying my hardest to do everything, you know what I'm saying, that I could do for myself, you know, to get myself to the best position possible. And also by helping others too, because you're not alone, bro. Like, I don't want y'all to think y'all alone, bro. You're not alone, bro. A lot of people's going through this, especially in your 20s, or, you know what I'm saying, in your early teens. Like, bro, a lot of people, you're trying to figure out yourself, and it's okay, I promise you. But remember that one thing I told y'all: be fucking still, man. All right, lay out, nigga, man.